These are this week's headlines that persuaded the Home Secretary to fire the government's chief advisor on illegal drugs. The message from Professor David Nutt was that the harmful effects of some drugs were not nearly as dangerous as alcohol and tobacco, saying smoking cannabis created only a relatively small risk of psychotic illness. A message he implied politicians were well aware of, but refused to publicly acknowledge. What appears to have irked Alan Johnson even further is Professor Nutt's repeated claim that scientifically taking ecstasy was no more dangerous than horse riding. In forcing him out, Mr. Johnson accused the professor of undermining the government's anti-drug message. However, his decision has come in for criticism. Liberal Democrat MP Chris Huhne has accused the minister of undermining the independence of special advisers.
As soon as he comes up with views that the Home Secretary does not find convenient or does not find panders to the prejudices that he's trying to pander to, he sacks him. Now, that is not the way the government ought to treat an independent academic.
Professor Nutt has had an ongoing dispute with the government over the reclassification of cannabis. He's accused ministers of misleading the public and of Luddite tendencies. In 2004, the then Home Secretary David Blunkett downgraded cannabis from a Class B to a Class C drug, meaning those caught in possession faced less severe legal action. But 4 years later, the government had a change of heart, reclassifying it as Class B, following concern over the links between high-strength cannabis known as skunk and mental illness.